guys, welcome to the His and Hers, the Truth podcast. My name is Tuan. This is my lovely wife,
Sim, and Happy New Year to 2023.
Yes, guys, welcome to 2023. Obviously, we know we have an Asian New Year coming up on the 22nd,
Lunar.
which is a different, kind of weird this year, honey. Normally it falls in February, but anyways, guys, happy Western 2023.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, we haven't posted in a while, but we're obviously going to start posting more for you guys. And we wanted to let you guys know that we are going to be moving forward with what we spoke about in 2022, which is we're going to start doing more Asian themed content reaction videos, right?
Yep.
Things that are obviously, influencing, relevant, up to date, things that have to deal with our culture, our Asian cultures, and all of them too, guys, not just specifically the ones my wife and I are. But I think it relates because as Asian Americans or American Asians, whichever way you want to phrase it, right? This affects all of us.
Yes.
Okay. So so just to let you guys know that we're going to start pushing more towards that type of content.
Just being, just to have an awareness out there, that.
Yeah, I think there's topics out there that we as Asian Americans don't really talk about. Sometimes we don't even recognize them that is happening to us. I think we need to bring more awareness to our Asian brothers and sisters, our cultures, all the different cultures, like I was telling you. I think there's a lot of excellence that is happening out there that we don't discuss about, we don't bring light to. Yeah. And then, of course, there's also a lot of injustices, racism, stereotypes, bigotry, whatever you want to call it, negative aspects that we don't want to talk about either, which is kind of another stereotype of our Asian culture, right? Which is we don't kind of talk about these topics.
We're more quiet,
correct,
more reserved.
Yeah,
but you know what? If things don't look right, Asian brothers, sisters, you guys got to speak up, whether you're young or old. And, like they said, voice makes a difference. So if you're not going to voice it out or you're not going to protect one another, then you know what? It's not going to matter.
Correct.
So let's protect
we need to help each other. We need to uplift each other. We need to bring this content. Like I said, we need to open this conversation and talk about these subjects. And hopefully we all get better, move forward.
Yes.
Okay. And so, that being said, today's video that we're going to react to is one recent news happened in San Francisco. Yeah. Fairly big news, although I haven't really seen much about it up here, honey. Yeah. Because that's just, once again, it kind of shows you how this news kind of gets not as, let's say, broadcasted as other ethnicities. Yeah. And we'll talk about that as well. But the title of the video, guys, is Teens Describe Being Targeted by Anti-Asian Harassment at Bay Area In-N-Out. Okay, guys, and this is from ABC in that area. Okay, let's begin.
New at 11, San Ramon police are investigating two separate incidents as hate-motivated, both targeting Asian Americans on Christmas and Christmas Eve. Irene Kim and her friend Elliot Ha were eating at this In-N-Out in San Ramon last night and recording a TikTok video. Suddenly, you can hear a man start making homophobic and then racist comments.
You're weird homosexual.
Japanese or Korean?
I'm Korean.
Yeah, you're Korean. Kim Jong-un's boyfriend, huh? Don't make it spit in your face. Want some Philippines?
Let's pause real quick.
You can see the pair laugh off the incident.
Okay, so that's a huge talking point that I want to talk about to my Asian brothers and sisters. This is what I'm talking about. So sometimes we're too naive. Sometimes it's kind of our upbringing, guys, too, where we're told to be very respectful. This is very a cultural thing. And this has nothing to do with this couple being Korean, because I know as a Vietnamese person, I know other Asian ethnicities were kind of taught to be this way, is kind of obviously don't create for lack of better words, a shitstorm if stuff is happening, right? Try to obviously just kind of let it roll. Yeah. Don't be confrontational, but this is what we all need to change in 2023 is call out the bull crap. Yeah. If it's being happening to us, right? You notice their initial reaction, and especially the guy, right? A guy, we talk about it too, guys, in this channel. We always talk about the truth, intersectional relationship, men and women as well too. So we're going to add some of that content to these reactions. The man is supposed to be the protector.
You're supposed to speak up. Basically, he's not really speaking up, and they're just laughing it through, just letting it be. And if we keep that up, guys, then you know what? It's just going to be the same cycle over and over, years after years after years, generation after generations. We can't do that. Why do you think other ethnicity? Okay, let's take African people, Black people. They speak up. You know, they protect one another, right? You can see it. They stand up for one another.
Let's even talk about just the white elephant in the room, right? White America, right? They're the first to speak out, right? If there's some type of injustice, right? The squeaky wheel gets the grease, guys. In America, in a Western society, but in the world in general, right? The squeaky wheel gets the grease. And so we need to learn that in this culture, especially as Asian Americans, that's the mindset that we have to have. Okay. And like I said, guys, you know, as the man, you're supposed to be the protector. And I think my brothers, I'm calling out all my Asian brothers out there. You have to understand that is actually not the correct way to de-escalate either. Right. Typically, what do we say? A lot of bullies, a lot of, you know, dudes that are obviously aggressive like that, you showing a sign of weakness actually kind of opens the door, almost enables them to be more aggressive towards you, right? So you got to be able to stand up for yourself. And we'll get into that a little bit more, okay? Let's continue then.
It's like a fear response. You know, you're nervous, so like you don't know what else to do in that situation, and except for like laugh it off. We keep looking behind our shoulder because we're scared he's like gonna follow one of us home, making it seem like not a big deal. I think a lot of Asian people in general do that. I want to bring more awareness to this. I want other people to realize like how bad it is.
Okay, let's pause real quick.
Yeah, there you go. San Ramon Police.
Yeah, so like I said, she just confirmed what what my wife and I were talking about. But the key words that she said there was the fear. And I get it, guys. As a female, like I said, we're going to talk about a lot of uncomfortable truths this year, guys. And especially, of course, targeting our Asian community. But females should have the right to be fearful, right? You're not as strong as the male. You're not as physically capable as the male. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this guy, he needed to step up. And I'm not saying, like, once again, be more of the aggressor, but you got to cut that short and be like, dude, what did you just say?
Yeah.
What are you saying to us? And then, of course, step in way or de-escalate the situation by like, hey, man, you get out of here. Or, hey, put yourself between the woman. You notice how that the guy, I can just watch by the video. You notice that the person that's being obviously racist towards them, he's on the female side.
Yeah.
Guys, that's natural body language 101, right? You're going to attack the weaker opportunity, the weaker target, right? If he really wanted to call out, like if the guy who was being racist really was more of the aggressor,
or macho,
he probably would have went onto the man side and said that. Guys, you guys got to pick up on kind of these key, just obviously cultural, even just societal norms.
Yeah, and the thing is, like she said, fear. What are you fearing about? Like, if you're gonna let other people push you around and you have to fear about it, then it's honey, we got to call the truth. Men and women aren't equal, right? And this is the same in our Asian society. No.
Right? She has a right to be fearful because, like I said, she's not supposed to be the one that's physically capable.
No, but I'm saying, like, her man, he could have said something like, you're there at the restaurant. What is he going to do? Is he going to hurt you? He's going to jump you?
Well, the problem is he might. But the point is, as a man, that's what you're supposed to, that's your duty. And I'm not saying that they're a couple. I'm not saying that that's, his obligation. But my point is, this is our societal duty as men. Right? This is a societal duty as men to be the protectors, right? So even though this woman, this girl, they're not boyfriend and girl.
Doesn't matter. Protect your Asian
You're
race.
supposed to protect yourself. Supposed to be able to protect your friends, your family, your loved ones. Okay, and so we need to call that out, and we need to step up, guys, when the time comes. Okay. And I'm glad on her that she is wanting to bring awareness to that. She says, hey, I want to bring this awareness to our Asian culture. That's what I agree with her. And what we're trying to do on this channel moving forward, guys, is that a lot of us are naive to these situations. And a lot of us are trying to just kind of hide it underneath the rug.
Yeah.
It's like we just want to forget about it when we need to, like I said, address it. Yep. Okay, guys?
Similar rhetoric was then used in a separate incident towards a Filipino family who were getting coffee in Danville this morning. The San Ramon police chief tells me they are investigating both instances. In the meantime, Irene and Elliot say they do not plan to go back to that In-N-Out anytime soon in case they could see the person who verbally assaulted them again at that location.
You can't do that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I don't agree.
That's the end of the video, guys. This is the other thing too that I don't like.
No.
Your that social, just I guess
avoidance.
No, it's
sort
what
of
I'm trying to say is you're not acute to it.
Yeah.
Like you're not like actually aware of it. You guys don't understand that violence can happen to you at any moment, especially with unstable people like that.
Yeah.
Right. And so just the fact that they're still laughing it off, they're still smiling it off, they're not trying to take actions to prevent potential violence from happening. They're very lucky for it not to escalate past a certain point, guys, is what I'm trying to tell you. If that person had really wanted to do actual violence to them instead of just hurtful comments, racist, bigotry comments, those I mean, you guys comment on this video and tell me otherwise, but I don't think they would have been able to protect themselves because they were literally sitting there unprepared. If that person has swung a punch at her or physically tried to attack her, he was not in the position to protect her.
I would have gotten up.
Right? So guys, you guys got to make sure, like, this is, like I said, our Asian upbringing sometimes is detrimental to our own safety.
Yeah.
Right? You got to be prepared. You got to be what we call...
Be aware of your surroundings.
Yes,
Just
exactly.
be aware of your surroundings. I don't care if it's they're making comments, negative comments, whether it's Asian, white, black. I don't give a hoot. But just be aware of your surroundings when things will, take place. You just have to be safe and protect yourself at all times. And that's what I teach my kids too. Like, just be aware. It's not about, when you're getting up and, looking around and whatever else, and he's talking, down on you, you just got to get up. You got to be ready to, take actions just in case anything happens around you.
Correct.
know?
And then another good talking point too, another thing that we need to bring awareness to is that the fact that I think as Asian Americans, we sometimes forget, guys, that we are not the majority.
Yeah.
Right? So we sometimes forget that, because for the most part, I'm going to call out, like I said, I'm going to call out the elephant in the room, but for the most part, we think we have it fairly good here in America, right? We came from poverty, or we came from a lesser fortunate, place, and now we're here and we're doing better. Our parents are doing better. We're doing better, obviously acclimating into the society. And sometimes we forget that other races don't look at us as we belong.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate, guys. It's a minority. I'm not saying the majority of them look at it this way.
Just a few.
But like I said, just to be naive about that fact, like I said, is setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
And so, they almost seem shocked that they were being, I guess, racist against, And it's like, guys, there are evil out there in the world, right? And so don't be so naive about that fact.
We didn't say that we're living in a perfect world. Just because we're in a millennial time that everybody's on the same par, everybody treats each other well. You're always going to have some people that's just jackass. It's still going to be negative and be rude to you and whatever else. What, you're going to shelter yourself? What, like she said, I'm not going to go to that In-N-Out burger for what? What are you afraid of? Just by doing that already shows you fear. And you're putting fear. Right now the news is saying, okay, now fear this person. For what? You shouldn't fear. We should keep going back.
And then this is the other thing too.
I'm not going to tell my kids to not go to the In-N-Out place or take them, like, not go to that restaurant or go to that favorite shopping mall just because somebody is a jackass to be rude, bigot our Asian race or whoever else. I don't really care. I'm going to go back.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, that's another call out that I wanted to talk about, Honey Bun.
I need people to learn that.
The parents. Right? I like where are the parents not stepping up and protecting their kids and saying, hey, we as a society need to do better to make sure that our kids are safe going to where they need to go.
Yeah.
Right? If this was any other ethnicity, guys, white, black, you name it.
That's what
right?
I just said.
We would be on the news and saying, hey, this is unfair, this is unjust. Our kids should be safe going out into our communities.
Yeah.
Right? And then the other thing I want to say too is obviously besides the parents, right? Where's the rest of the community?
That's what I
Where's
said.
the rest of the community, like, standing up and saying, hey, this isn't unjust, this isn't thing. Maybe there is out there. My point is, you guys notice that none of this stuff really gets promoted. None of this stuff really gets perpetuated out in our media. And I think, like I said, guys, 2023, I'm bringing awareness and this stuff to the Asian community because I think a lot of this stuff gets swept under the rug. A lot of this stuff is because Asians don't historically fit the role of a victim,
Yeah.
right? Because we're well-to-do, we're educated, we have families for the most part. Those are the stereotypes,
Yeah.
right? And so we don't get promoted as that victim.
Well, we're quiet and we don't try to, talk back or whatever else because we just do our thing. But you know what? That isn't doing anything for any of us, is it? It's not doing anything for your new generation. Our old generation isn't really teaching us the new generation to say, hey,
Yeah, stand up for yourself.
Stand up for yourself. Stand for the community. We're all the Asian race. We're all people. We should work together. Promoting Asians,
yeah.
being more voice, being more vocal. Stand up for each other. Don't be like, oh, well, she's this person's that. Who cares? No, I don't care if you're Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, whatever, Malaysian, whatever. You're Asian race, okay? Indian. Okay, you're considered like somewhat of an. Okay, stand up for one another. Okay, speak out. Don't just stand there and like just take it. Because what are you teaching your kids? Your kid's gonna watch you just take it. Well, now they think it's okay, and then they're gonna teach their kids it's okay. Well, now you're just creating more negative ladder, just boom, 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 like just a domino effect, right? There's nothing that's going to change for next 100 years. What, another 100 years? Yeah. We don't want to see that. We want change in this lifetime. Let's start now, 2023. Because you know why? If you can do that, let's just do it. I mean, for me, when I was growing up, I've always been vocal. My husband knows that. I'm very vocal. But you know what? It's hard to change a community if not everybody is with you. We try little thing at a time. I try it with my friends, my families, people around me. Friends around me. But you know what? Being one voice isn't going to do much. We need to all unite. We need to all be a community. We need to all participate. We need to all have eyes and ears for each other. Okay, let's protect one another. That's the only things that would change. And if we're not going to, move forward and just keep stepping backwards, well, guess what? It's not going to do anything. If you see something wrong in a movie theater, you're watching in a movie, okay, write to the scripter, producer, hey, you're making fun of our Asian race. Why do we only have to, be made fun of? Or having, different ethnicity playing our Asian race. Why you can't find Asian actors or actress to play that role? Be vocal.
Yeah.
Be vocal about those things.
Yeah, I think that was a very good time to find Honey, and I think we'll end it on that because we have more content to go through in 2023, guys. But hey, thank you so much joining the video, guys. If you guys like that video, definitely subscribe to the channel.
Thumbs up.
We're gonna bring back quit shadow watching out there, guys.
No
so
shadow watching.
thank you so much, and check you guys next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Join us as we give you guys a glimpse into our lives, give you guys advice, hopefully give you guys entertainment value as well too, and provide you guys better outcomes.
Yes.